Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper and welcome back. It's time for a new release at Ultra New, and it's a standalone die release, and they are fast becoming one of my favourite releases at Ultra New. I've chosen a set of dies to use in my video today. It's a set of leaf dies, and I have this idea where I want to kind of change up the look of the leaf dies and, I don't know, have a bit of fun with it, and I thought I'd bring you on that journey with me. I will also put the link in the description below, which will take you to my blog, because I've made a couple of other cards using some of the other dies today, and that's where you'll find all the other participants on the hop as well. I'll have all of their blogs linked as well. If you do like today's video, please click on the thumbs up button to let me know that you do, and if you haven't already, it'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel, because I'm back here every week with more card making inspiration. Speaking of which, we better get started. So I had this idea in my head that I wanted to create sort of a rainbow leaf, more modern style card, and this is a really easy card to make. You can make it in whatever colours that you want, and you can use whatever dies that you have. It would be really easy to replicate, but I did want to use the watercolor brush marker refills. Now that's going to give me the watercolor look that I want and the blended look that I want on these leaves. I've got a piece of the Ultra New, this is the watercolor paper pad, and I've cut it larger than a front of a card, and I'm basically just using my brush to pick up some water, drop it on the cardstock, and then I'm picking up the watercolor brush marker refill, which I've dotted off to the side on my palette, and basically dropping it in the water. Remembering that these watercolors will dry lighter than they're going onto the cardstock, and I want these to be really vibrant leaves. So if you're not happy with your color and you think it's going to be a bit light, you can always come in and add some color afterwards. I am trying to blend the two colors together because that will create a third color between the two colors that I'm dropping in, but I am being careful which colors I'm blending together, because in my rainbow of colors I don't want brown and when colors don't play well together, they turn brown and they look muddy. Which is okay if you want brown, but I didn't want brown. I wanted rainbow. I have used the lime, the sea breeze, the purple wine, and this fresh lemon, which is just beautiful. And you may notice that I have actually spread the colours out across the panels so that they mix with each other, but it doesn't really matter because I am going to be die cutting out of this panel, so I really just want to use portions of it anyway. And like I said, you can use whatever colour combos you want. I have this set of dies here, which is called Just Leaves, and it has sort of two sizes of leaves. A couple of the dies have quite narrow leaves and the rest have a wider leaf, so I managed to grab all the dies that have the wider leaf and left the other two on the cardstock. You can use whatever style of leaf that you have or that you like the look of, and it'd be fun to do nice big bold sort of monstera leaves. Imagine that in a rainbow. That'd be really pretty. So anyway, what I did was made sure that when I was placing these dies on my painted cardstock that I would get portions of the variations of the colour on each of the leaves, and I had to go back and cut the whole panel away, because you'd be surprised at exactly how many images you're going to need for one card front. And then I did futz around with it for a while until I was sort of happy with the way that the leaves, because I want to fill the whole card front. I'm working directly on a top fold portrait card, so its finished size is 4.5 by 4 3/4 by 5.5. No, it's 4 1/4 by 5.5. Anyway, it's a card. It doesn't really matter about the size of it. You can do this on whatever card size you like. Now I've got the Ultineer glue tape, and this is a dotted glue. So as I'm laying the glue on top of the die cut, it's only going to pick up the glue on the sections that the glue dots hit on the cardstock. And I like this glue because it's very repositionable, but once it holds really strong. Next, I flipped over the card and could just cut away the edges of the leaves that were sticking out, and then comes the sentiment. I don't know if you do this, but I can move a sentiment around for hours. I had two choices here. I was looking at the Hello Precious Friend, which is from the Stone Mosaic set, or I was going to use one of these ones from Crystal Frames. But the Hello Precious Friend won. And I popped that up in the center of the card design. I love this faux embossed look that you get by die cutting and sticking it directly to the front of a card. It just gives a great texture and finish to a card. So thanks for joining me today. If you did like today's video, please click on the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, it'd be great if you could subscribe. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.